You already know what it is. CypherCityTv, it's your boy Rock the Hustler. Shout out to Boss Man, you already know. I'm live with my man, Lansky. Talk to them, Lansky.
Well, you already know. We gotta start by talking to the home team. First and foremost, shout out to the Slim Frame Gang. We're about to go 40, we're about to 40. 4 lines till I flatline. Subaru, if you don't fuck with the Slim, you got a heavy problem. What's going on, son?
You already know, man. Who was Lansky?
Oh, you know, Lansky, he was a Jewish mobster. You know, he was a Jewish gangster that came in the game with Luciano. He couldn't be able to be a made man due to the fact that he was Jewish. But the commission, he died the richest man, never to do a day in jail. You know, that's kind of crazy. That was intriguing, so I ran with that one.
Alright, so what's the talk behind the Slim Frame Gang movement?
Well, first off, you know, you can't spell Slim without spelling family. That's definitely the family. Slim stands for simply living in tune and motivated. So as long as you're in tune and motivated, you Slim. It's not really a weight requirement. It's just ironic that the whole team is Slim, but that's the movement. If you move in with the movement, that means you're in tune. That means you're motivated. That means you're doing things for yourself. That's all the Slim is. These niggas are trying to motivate and do things for themselves.
Another question. How you feel about that statement of Kendrick Lamar calling himself the King of New York?
First, I never thought I was going to be doing an interview that asked that question. And then I thought to myself, wow, look how big that verse is. Why wouldn't I be asked that question? Because you ask that question in your local barbershops. So to answer that, I'm going to say the same thing I say there. I don't think he meant it as he's the King of New York, per se, because right before that line, he said, I'm swine to the Muslims. I'm Machiavelli's offspring. I'm the King of New York. So if you look, it's like Muslims don't fuck with swine. Pac didn't have kids, so he's like come from the soul of Pac. And the King of New York, we had some great rappers come from New York. So he's saying he's all of them in one. You know, it was a lot of lines before he said that, so I think that was taken out of context.
You also, from my understanding, you are also the president of King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring?
Yeah, I'm associated with both leagues, both situations, great situations. Shout out to Vague, Debo, and Babs for giving me a great position to make moves the way I'm making them. And, you know, home team first.
As far as the King of the Ring, are we looking for the King of the Ring for the 2014?
Well, it's definitely safe to say 2014. King of the Ring will be back. I've been telling a lot of blogs that. And people was definitely keeping hope, saying, all right, I believe Maya's word. But then my man Vague jumped out on it and talked about what we got coming up. So that was crazy. That put the backbone back into it. So I say it's going to be a crazy card. It's going to include myself. Names like Millennium L's, AR-16, household names, but a lot of new names too, because I've been doing a lot of recruiting this time off. I don't want people to think that Queen of the Ring took the place of the King of the Ring, because it wasn't that situation. It's just Queen of the Ring took off to an amazing space, and we're gonna touch on that in a minute. But with King of the Ring, we got something crazy coming up, and I can't wait to get the card, and I hope Cypher City be the first one to know about the card. And with that being said, King of the Ring, are you ready for the ring? You're ready to the slogan, let's go. So now back to your question, top 5. Number 5. Lex Benko versus K Profit. That was a classic battle to me. And at the end of the day, you were looking at them but bars. That was a bar fest. So I'm gonna give number 5 to K Profit and Lex Benko. My number 4 is gonna be Tory Doe versus 40 bars. That was crazy. That was some of the best bars I've ever heard from 40, in my opinion. And that was Tory Doe on my A game. Number 3. Miss Funeral, Pharaoh versus Shayna Ashley. At the end of the 3rd round, people were screaming OT in that battle. That's the first time that ever happened in Queen of the Ring. And I think that was a debut of Shayna Ashley, amazing. So number 3 gonna have to go to Pharaoh and Shayna Ashley. Number 2, this is hard. Number 2 is gonna go to E Hart versus Shayna Ashley. That battle was crazy to me. Shayna got the number 3 and number 2 spot to me. Number 1, I'm going with this because it's the first time it's ever been done, and these women showed their fucking ass. It's a 2-on-2, Dawn Lady, Tori Doe versus Farrah Funeral, Shooty the Rapper. I'm going number 1 for that. Because a lot of battles dope that night, but that in and out with Farrah and Shooty was crazy. Tori going by herself and Dawn going by herself, and they both holding their own. That was stupid. And I'm gonna go with a bonus because not only because I'm the host, but I watch these girls get crazy. My bonus is coming from the sparring session. Miss Pac versus Couture. That got us the world star. For whatever reason, you know, they showed Couture off. They debuted Miss Pac in the light. She came back and got crazy her next battle. So I'm proud of both of them. That's my top 5.
Alright, what would you say would be your top 5 King of the Ring battles?
Top 5 King of the Ring battles. Alright, number 5, I'm gonna go with C Stacks versus Rated R. That was one of the first nights we ever had a battle in the ring, the official ring. That's when my man spent around with the gun and called himself the Fat Ballerina. That was fire. I gave that number 5. Number 4, AR-16 versus Amzilla. That was King of the Ring. AR got crazy that night. Am came on his shit, you know what I mean? But A was in rare form with me that night. Number 3, Push Packs versus Skull. That was a goodie. I really enjoyed that battle. Both of them came with their shit. They both gritty. They was trying to make a name at that time. And I'm proud of what both of them doing right now. My man Skull going crazy right now. This nigga's doing URL. He's on 106 in Park. So, you know, that was crazy. Shout out to him. My man Pax, every time I see him on the card, he get better and better. Number 2, so we not biased here, I'ma say myself versus Millennium L's. That was crazy. That was like one of the first classic battles on King of the Ring in Blockwood Studios. Me and Millennium came on our A game, and to this day I fuck with L's. Number 1, and I battled this nigga too, that's crazy. But my battle, I say, was a good battle. But this battle was crazy to me because it's my top 5. So number 1 as a fan, I'm gonna have to go with my man Millennium L's again versus Jay Parks. That battle was like, all right, let me explain. I can say this, and this is real right here. It don't matter how you feel about the Calico Lux battle and all the caskets and theatrics that went on. That's how that battle was that night with Millennium L's versus Jay Parks. That was a bad situation, you know, and it is what it is. Shout out to L's on that. So that's my top 5 King of the Ring battles. And of course, we gotta go with a bonus. And my bonus would probably be it was at Fordham University, Nova Greasy versus D Drugs. Very underrated battle. I enjoyed that battle. That's the night I battled SB for the 2nd time. So I'm gonna go with my bonus D Drugs versus Nova Greasy. Because that's the first time I seen Nova. He came on his A game. That's the 2nd time I seen Nova. He battled Smoke. But that's when he came on his shit, because we put him in the Fordham University event. So that's my top 5.
Is there any difference between your music to the way you perform, when you know what I mean, in your battles?
Yeah, definitely. Because when it comes to recording in the studio, me personally, I write down my music. I probably write it on my phone or something like that, so I can see it in front of me. It's just something that I do. Try to catch the tempo, the beat. You know, I write to the song first. For my battles, it's way different. I don't use paper for my battles. Not to say that I don't freestyle. It's not the case that I'm writing it. I'm writing it in my mind. So I prepare differently. So I get to manipulate the words a certain way in my battles than I can on paper, because you have to follow the track the way the beat is set up. But when you manipulating words that's not written, it's like poetic. You can just say it offhand. It comes off differently. You can put words together that don't really connect, but now you connect them the way you want them to. So yeah, I definitely structure differently between my music and my battles.
Where do you see Maya Lansky in 5 years?
Well, positive, healthy, strong. As far as musically, I hope I'm involved in the same way I'm doing now. Like how I got the King of the Ring popping with Vague, and that elevated to being the Queen of the Ring with Vague, Babs, and Devo. I hope in 5 years I'm with the same army, doing bigger things, better things, and staying on the same track, because the track I'm on is amazing. So I wouldn't want to get off the path. So I just want to keep the same people around, keep it slim. Definitely keep it 100 slim%, and just see where the waves go. So we go in the right direction, continue in the right direction.
You know, in Cypher City, you know our slogan is, you know what I mean, who got balls? So you already know.
Yeah. You know, really go crazy in front of a lot of cameras. This is Cypher City. We're at the motherfucking spot, and it's only right. You know, first and foremost, shout out to the Slim Frank gang. Don't worry about the 140, worry about the 40. 4 lines till our flat lines. You borrow, you know, let's get it. When I was growing up, I knew chicks that would give top for a bag of crack. Nowadays, I know chicks that would give top for a bag that's crack. Should I carry on with this baggage, or should I bring this back? Because today on Cypher City, I'm gonna teach niggas the difference between this and that. Because I'm gonna let you see these bars like a prison. A lot of niggas paint the wrong picture, they fucking with the wrong vision. Like they say shit like you gotta get that fast cash so you can pay attention, or you gotta get that fast cash so you can pay admission. Neither one of them made sense, but they tell you it's a thriller. That's just a cake with a lot of fondant. You gotta get to the filler. Cake, fondant, okay, that's nonsense. You think I was watching Cake Boss? That was just a line of cash toss, and I caught that. A lot of niggas sell y'all bullshit and y'all bought that. They say you gotta fight to get to the top, and I fought that. A lot of these niggas talking crazy right now with my sons. Goddamn, I should've aborted that. But they here now. They trying to follow my path. But I'm a killer, and killers lead by example. How you gonna follow my rap? It's gonna be a glove followed by mask. It's gonna be a gun followed by blast. It's gonna be a church service or a funeral service. Either way, it's followed by mass. I'm heartless, so tell me what my heart is. I got a cartridge that's longer than an ostrich, and I scratch that. I got a barrel that's holding a boulder, so when I let that thing off, the kickback is like a baby in a stroller. I hit you on your red shirt with this red dot. I be working my target. I don't think you got that. I hit you with this red dot on your red shirt while you working that target. Cock back, reload, and spark it. You average, I'm super. That mean I'm easy to market. Cock back, reload, spark it. You super, I'm unleaded. That mean you missing your target. Unleaded, missing targets, unleaded. Oh, forget it. My bars go over your head like a dope fitted. I told my niggas, I'm a veteran. I have to win. A lot of niggas is crack, but I'm dope. That mean I'm heroin. We'll come back to that. A lot of niggas, families and friends said he was a good dude, but he was gone too soon. Rest in peace, flowers, you know, all white balloons. But that's the type of shit you see when a nigga meets death. But remember, I said I was heroin. he's a copycat. So everybody meet Meth. Methadone, I'm rambling on. I'll take the pen out that melon ball, put it in your face, now your melon gone. If you know Myers, you know I write from a lot of pent up rage. If you know Lansky, I'm known for that 40. That's the first time I ever used a grenade. Zuboro.